Ectosage here on the Sage channel is Sleep, Art, Game, and Eat, and today I thought I'd do a really quick look at the new patch that just came out, which is a really big, important patch if you're a person who likes to build a lot in this game, or actually for everyone, because if you look at the bottom left there, you can see as I'm accelerating, I'm suddenly going way faster than I was ever able to go before. That's because they've now unlimited everything. So any ship, even you as just a small person, can go all the way up to 104 meters per second. And this is a big, big change actually for how you get around, because suddenly, instead of being locked at 6 or 7 meters per second as you were before, when you're not in a ship, you can buzz about at whatever speed you like. Of course, just on your own, you're not going to maybe accelerate as fast as you would in a small ship or a big ship with a lot of engines, but it does change the way you move about because, of course, you're going faster, so it takes a longer time to slow down. It's actually a very big change. Also, they've added, if you look on the bottom left there, dampeners. You can toggle these on and off, and it's basically the same as the big ships. But that button has now been moved from X, as it was before, to Z. And that is the same for all ships now. Z is the button to toggle your dampeners. So you can get going at whatever speed you like, and with your dampeners off, you'll just carry on at that speed. Turn back on, you'll automatically slow down as before. Of course, now that you can move faster, though, you're going to move, well, it's going to take longer. Also, if you press K, it's no longer just your control panel that links to your systems, or nothing if you're not in a ship connected to anything, but they actually added a very simple inventory. The square, I can't really get that right now, but this is basically the player character. Oh, right, I just remembered the square. If I fly over here, which we can now do pretty dang quickly, now turn off my jetpack, which is just, wow! Right, I might need those inertial dampeners on, please. Get me back up there. Wow. Yeah, like I said, the speed being different is a big change. It's logical that you can just keep accelerating in space, but wow, it does change things a fair bit. Anyway, let me switch to 0. Let me press T on, what was it? I thought it was this. This is a container, right? Oh, that's a reactor, that's why I'm confused. This isn't working. If we get a storage container, and we plop that down here, and we click on that with, well, it's not working on that either, but I know that in the demo they showed, there you go. So it doesn't actually open it when you press T, but you can press K and get into here, and now it shows that's the large cargo container I'm looking at. That's its mass, how heavy it is and whatnot, or its mass, not exactly its weight, and its volume, which I assume is how much it can hold, and you can see it's got a reactor components in it, which is kind of nice. And you can see that they have two different screens here, one on the left, so you can switch between maybe you want your player stuff, whatever you have on you on that one, and then whatever you're connected into on that one. And if you want to delete an item, you simply drag it down to there and release, and it'll delete it, or you can drag it over to there and it'll store it in your storage area of your actual person. And I believe if we look at, yeah, the mass of you, that'll actually go up. And that'll probably also, this isn't confirmed, but I think it'll probably also change how quickly you accelerate and decelerate. Let's go back in there. We don't need that on us because we have, well, we're in creative. Apparently I can't drag it back, probably because we're in creative. Oh no, I had both these in player. See, that's why, that's some of the confusion. Anyway, that's pretty cool. What else do we have? Of course, the main big thing. Oh yeah, by the way, if you drop something, it shows up in space like this. And one of the cool things that they showed off in their official tutorial, which I will link in this video, is, where is it now? Gravity generator, there we go. So if you plop a gravity generator down, you'll see that little things that you drop out of your inventory are actually affected by gravity as well. So if I drop a few of these down, let's put another one over here, it'll push it around the edge. Let's put another one, that way the gravity will overpower it, and there you go, now it's being pulled that way. Now if we get rid of these, it'll just fly off into space. Sweet! And it is gone. Anyway, what else do we have? Really quickly, let me get rid of this stuff, no need for that. The main addition to this though, besides all that stuff, which is actually pretty important too, but we have this right here. If we make a new large ship, if you press M on your keyboard, it'll bring up this thing. And you can keep pressing M and it'll toggle these things, and they are the symmetry lines. So if I go left click, it places a symmetry activation on that block, and actually on anything I build to that. So now I can actually press escape, and it'll take me out of the UI that is adding symmetry planes, and now I can build onto that. But of course, if I put out here, it's only mirrored along this line right there where I put it. Now of course, I can press M on that again, and you can see how it got slightly brighter. That's because it's highlighted. If I right click, it removes it, and now I can move the symmetry wherever I want. If you keep pressing M, of course it toggles between them, so you can have symmetry that way, and I press M again, it's changed it to be, I think it was on, yeah, it's on the very bottom edge. That way if you wanted symmetry to be from the bottom right, oh wait, I have to press escape to get out of the editing mode, there you go. So you can see the symmetry is actually on the very bottom edge here. So now instead of having a single block in the middle of your ship, it can be an even number of things. So we can actually go out like that, and you'll see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. It's all very, very cool. Now let's go through this, and you can see it's still got the symmetry on, even though I removed the original block. So it's the whole ship is symmetry set with that, which actually could lead to some funny things if we were to do something like this. Yep, now you can see it's trying to be symmetry there, and it can't build down there because it's not connected to anything. But I think if I build to there, yeah, now it'll pop up. So very interesting, very strange things. If you're not paying attention, I think you could make a mess out of it. There you go, I've deleted the whole thing. Well, on no symmetry, and if I build a new ship, no symmetry on that either. Very cool though that you can cycle through them with M, and you can actually add them all in one go. So M, left click, M to cycle to that one. I don't want to add that one. Press M again, it cycles to that one. I add that one, M, left click, M, and it's gone back to normal. Or it's like, okay, I've added that one, I don't want to add anymore, I can just press escape and instantly go back to build mode. And now it's mirrored in every direction. So I can build out and instantly get this crazy thing like this. It's very, very cool. It's very, very quick. This is going to speed up construction like crazy. And of course, all your normal build tools work as they usually do, with holding control to place down lines, or control and then shift to place out big flat planes. It is amazing. This is going to speed things up like crazy. Look at that. Just within seconds, I've built something like this. And of course, now usually in the past, or if I wanted to connect that down to there, I'd have to drag the whole thing. But now I can just go down to the middle point, and it's all the way connected, and on the other side of the thing, it is connected there as well. This is amazing. This is going to make things so much quicker for anybody who's building in this game. And of course, the jetpack's going to change everything for anybody who isn't building in the game. But right now, I'm pretty sure everyone's building in this game, because it's one of the best sandbox creation games out there. Anyway, this is just a really simple thing I wanted to show off. Again, here's a link to the official tutorial if you'd like to hear them talk about it. That's how I learned all this really quickly, so it's a pretty good tutorial. I just thought I'd give my own one really quick. This is amazing. This is great. I love this. I'm going to build a big ship that I've had in my mind today, and now instead of maybe it taking an hour or two, it'll probably take less than that. Or maybe it'll take longer, because now that I can build it so quick, I'll be like, well, I can add more stuff to it. Ha ha! They also fixed some of the crashes in this patch. I am ecstatic about this patch. It got me out of bed. I was laying in bed, checking emails and stuff for hours. I was browsing Reddit, and I saw this patch was there. I'm like, oh my god, why am I in bed? I could be doing cool stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys next time. Jesus, so damn